Hey everybody, thank you so much for helping out with this community science event. I apologize, the quality of this video looks like something that was illegally recorded in a movie theater, but hopefully we can make do. So we just want to show you quickly how you can use the app to document your lesson in real time to make your life easier and to most effectively share all the stuff that you learn with the teachers that will be inspired to actually reproduce your activity and teach it to their hundreds of students. So uh, this is the app that we're going to be using, Skies, and so we'll also do a video that will show you how to do the web version. This is the iPad version. So once you've downloaded the app, and you can download the app by going to install.skieslearn.com, and you press download Skies. We tell you the username and password right there. You have to say you trust us, you can trust us. And if you have the latest OS, you're also going to need to go to Settings, General, Profiles, and select Trust for the SUCAM Intelligent Education System. So that's how you get the app if you're going to be doing this on your iPhone or your iPad, iDevice. So once you have it, you need an account, and you can do the account, you can register an account online or on your iPad, iPhone by just pressing that. Choose your username, no special characters, an email address you can easily access, hit submit that you understand, and then you should quickly get an email. If you didn't quickly get an email, check your spam folder. You'll have to click a link to activate it, and then you can go back to the app and load the app. Hit login, and this is what you'll see. This is the world. If at any point the world disappears, excuse me, it might be because you've accidentally pressed up here this home button. And so if you hit the home button and you can't find folders, just go back to the world. The home is your private files. So this is where you want to be, and you want to scroll down here to Community Science Events right there. And in Community Science Events, we are up to, hard to believe, the 5th community science event, Animal Magnetism. And you're going to be in Activities. So go right here to Activities. And we have all the activities, all these activities which cover everything about Earth systems, well, at least that the Next Generation Science Standards ask the teachers to teach. And so what you can do is you can go into your activity, and once you're in your activity, just to make things more convenient, you can press the bookmark button up here. You press that bookmark button and you could say add that bookmark. And then next time you log in, it'll be easy to just navigate straight back to this group. Each one of these has the performance expectations. These are what the teachers sort of are sometimes asked to show to their administrators. What are you teaching? A summary of the lesson, the web links. You can make web links. If you just tap that arrow, you'll be taken to the web link, a list of the materials, and contact information. And so what we want to do is take these activities, and you're going to do these activities. So we want you to have fun messing around with these activities. And so I've went ahead and I have a couple activities here to show you examples. So one of them I'm going to go to is ant habitats. And so you can see what the volunteer did. Just like before, we had the performance expectations, what the teachers care about, a summary, links, and then materials. And then we have this card that say, please, post your videos and photos. And so to post a video or photo, it's really easy. And you can see that what this volunteer did was a very, very nicely sort of attached one card to the other so that you could sort of see step by step how to do this. Mix the plaster of Paris, pour it over, dry it out, put in the sensors, add your things. And he also came up with things that we hadn't thought of, clever ways to improve the design, to keep everything together, how to add the ants, and then sort of documented it from there on out. So pictures, along with videos, so that you could watch that video and kind of see things that you might expect. Other really cool things that volunteers have done in the past is you can press this circle if you want, and you can scroll through, or you can press this circle to expand. But doing things like, here's the bubbling Elodia, and then after, next to a control, and the setup, right? And a time-lapse video, because iPads are easy to do time-lapse. So these are really cool things that come really naturally to us scientists. Let's try this, let's try that. So we really encourage you to have fun with these things, try different things, and really sort of feel out the whole parameter space, what works, what doesn't, and add those tips to your teachers. Another cool one, photosynthesis. The volunteer actually has a video sucking out the air from leaves and then filling them up with water. So let's just say here we are, we want to add a picture. So to do that, all you need to do is select a card. So when you select a card, you'll notice this plus button appear. Okay, I'm going to touch off the screen, or off that card to make that go away. I'm going to select this one just because it doesn't have any cards below it. And now you can press that plus button and get all these choices. Another thing that the kids really like to do is to drag it like you're making a branch. And so you have these options. And those cards over there with all the pictures and videos are just media. So you can choose media, and then you can choose these different types of media. And we highly encourage you guys to make great use of pictures, videos. You could even try pictures with sounds, and web links if you know good web links. And so you choose picture, and then you can say, okay, we're going to take a new picture, right? And then you could, if you're doing the Earth, what does the center of the Earth look like, and you're using Play-Doh, you could take a picture, and then you can say use photo. And it's good to have captions. You can press that button to add a caption, and you could add a caption here. You could say step 1, open your Play-Doh, and then hit post right up there in the top corner there, the yellow post button. Hit post, and there it is. And then you could go on down here to step 2, and you could choose media and choose video this time, and we could say record a video. And right now, because I'm going on to an Apple TV, it's not going to like that, and it's not going to let me do that. But you could imagine that I set up my iPad and I recorded a video, and this is showing you how to make an Earth out of Play-Doh. Post, right? So something like that, and then that way you could, while you're trying it, document it. And we totally encourage you, you can always add stuff later, right? If you're just using your camera to record these things, recording these videos and whatnot. Later, what you can do when you're in Skies is say, okay, I'm going to add another video. And keep in mind, you're not restricted to media cards. You could do an info card, and you could say tips. Be careful because Play-Doh can dry out easily. Right? And then you can press the speaker icon, right? That speaker icon right there, if you press that, gives you the same media options. So you can embed those media options in any type of card you wish, right? So you could take a picture, and you could, take a picture. I'm going to look for a Bing picture. I'm going to say dried out Play-Doh. But maybe the first time you did it, you accidentally, left your Play-Doh out, and oh, and here's a little tip. I guess someone wrapped it up in something wet. So you could say, if you do that, a moist paper towel can save the day. Post. Right? So this way, you can quickly search Bing for images, but you can also, if you had actually so the pencil icon, once you have it selected, the minus deletes it. The pencil will allow you to edit, and you could, if you happen to have a library picture, right, that you took because you know, went off and had dinner and came back and oops, oh, I dried out part of my Play-Doh. That's great. That's fantastic. You know, you could load that from your library, right? You could load that library picture and and show them that, right? Because it's great to show teachers all the things that work well and the things that don't work well. Um, you know, and you could always I mentioned this other type of media, picture with sound. You can actually, you know, record audio. So you could have a picture, you know, say you're really camera shy, or, you know, if you want to have a narrative, you could have a picture and then you could record your voice and you could just have your voice explaining how your sample got to that state. And then when teachers play that, they'll hear your voice. But, you know, this is a way we could really kind of, now, these are in someone else's thing, so I don't really need these, so I'm just going to delete them. Whoops. Uh, to delete a card, right, you can just touch the card once and press minus and say OK. Also, it says select up here. If you hit select, you can, you know, pick a card. Um, if you wanted to, you know, copy, paste, delete, if for some reason you think that's going to save you some time. Just when you're finished, make sure you hit the done so you can get back to that. So I'm just going to delete this one as well. Okay, delete that card. Now this is back to how the volunteer originally had it. This volunteer was kind of advanced, you know, and labeled this thread. Um, you know, so you can label threads. If you do that, then they'll the branches will stick out. Otherwise, everything will just you know, if they all have the same name or they don't have a name, they'll just all be under the same stack, and you can swipe through. And this is also really nice. You just kind of work down this way too. So that this is really nice as a sort of procedural thing, so that they can see the step by steps and sort of what things to expect and what sort of variations they might see. Um, and yeah, if you get really into it and you know, thoughts about, you know, content or, you know, uh, quizzes, you know, you can explore and have fun with this. But the main thing is just to kind of have fun playing around with these materials, and, you know, just in real time, you can document them with pictures and videos along the way and embed those. And to the extent that you can do more of that, it'll just make the teachers' lives even easier, so they can just, you know, see what you did and then quickly, you know, copy that so they could more easily teach it to their classroom. So thanks again. We really appreciate you guys volunteering. We couldn't have such a grand event and help so many teachers and students without you.